which is basically termed the 7th geopolitical zone of Nigeria. I warmly welcome you to this high-level strategic convergence, part of the collective effort, or our collective effort to reposition our great party and the diaspora organ of this party to make sure that they fulfill not only the needs of the diaspora, but also the need of the African Democratic Congress for a new Nigeria. Today's engagement is both historic and strategic. As we gather here, leaders from home and abroad, we do so at a time when our great party is undergoing thoughtful institutional reforms, guided by the vision of our founding father, Chief Ralph Okeomosu, and current national chairman, Senator David Mark. The amended Article 15 of our great constitution, which formally recognizes the diaspora as internal organ of the party, has opened a new exciting chapter for inclusive democratic participation. This convergence, therefore, is designed to deepen collaboration between the ADC-DN, the 6 geopolitical zones in Nigeria, and the global diaspora community, ensuring coherence, synergy, and structural engagement as we collectively work towards the party's 2027 national vision. Our agenda today is straightforward, yet transformative: to align the diaspora network with the ongoing party reforms, to harmonize policy direction for stronger grassroots and global mobilization, and to strengthen diaspora contributions to strategy, thought leadership, and electoral preparedness in Nigeria. We are honored to have with us our distinguished leaders, including the founding father of this party and the man who championed the diaspora in terms of Chief Ralph Okeomosu, and also the strategic thinkers whose insight will help us shape more cohesive and international connected ADC, one capable of delivering credible alternative for Nigeria democratic renewal. I especially thank our special guest of honors for honoring our invitation, including so far Sister Loretta Onochie, who has also been instrumental in mobilizing some of our leaders to make sure they attend today's event. Your presence affirms and reaffirms the unity of purpose and a shared commitment that define our journey towards a more inclusive, visionary party. As we begin this convergence, let us proceed with open minds, constructive engagement, and the shared belief that Nigeria's future can be better, stronger, and more globally connected under the banner of African Democratic Congress. Thank you, and once again, you are welcome. Thank you so much, and over to you, Professor Charles.
Thank you so much, Honorable Bandy. That's beautiful. Well said. I believe that sets the tone for what to expect the next several minutes, maybe an hour plus. So obviously, the next session, what we have is a goodwill and solidarity messages. We have several names here. However, I think based on what I just heard, or what we just heard from Honorable Bandy, we probably have one person so far, unless if the others are represented. So I'm going to be going through the list of names. I'll go through the list of names. However, so Chief Ralph Wosu is here from what I just heard. Ogbeni Ralph Aregbeshola, probably if there's somebody representing him, please let us know so that we can call on you to speak. We also have His Excellency Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, His Excellency Peter Obi, His Excellency Rotimi Amechi, and His Excellency Nasir El-Rufai. So if their reps are here, please let us know so that we can call on you. But without further ado, we're going to call on the founding national chairman of ADC, Chief Ralph Okeomosu, to give us his goodwill and solidarity message. Chief Wosu, welcome.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Hello.
Go ahead, Chief.
Okay.
We can hear you, sir.
Okay. Sorry. You know the challenges here in Nigeria. I wouldn't say much, only to encourage us. I have when the moderator said used to be ADC, and then or actively involved in ADC. All of us should develop the culture of being part of delivering this country. It's a very hard work, but we need all hands on deck. So please, whatever is in our mind, this is that we must do this for.
I think
you know, I want
we can stop his video.
yes,
That might help.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry for that. Go ahead, Charles. I think it's the network. The network is not strong enough. Go ahead.
Yeah, so like Chief Monsu said, yeah, we all have a responsibility to support the deliverance of our country. I knew when I said I used to be a member that I was putting myself setting myself up. Well, I'm here. As I said, as a citizen, and so may not be a card-carrying member of ADC, but many of the folks here today, many of them are personal friends of mine. Honorable Gandhi, for example, I see Dr. Agbai, who will be speaking later, and Massive Mark. And as a matter of fact, I don't know if the gold that I see is Professor Gold, but I do see a gold on the list here. And so, so many of you here are still they're good friends of mine. So I may not be carrying a card, but we all have the interest of saying, let's see what is good for our country. I think that we are going to wait for Chief Ralph Monsu, but is Senator Musa Elayo here? As the National Vice Chairman, Diaspora ADC, institutionalizing diaspora engagement for national transformation. Is he here yet? All right.
But we have
well,
we have a representative from the office of Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola.
Okay, thank you. I'm glad they. Okay, so who is that person?
Yes, that's Hanwa Yusuf.
Massive Mark.
Yes, Hanwa.
Okay. Okay, that's the person that was. Okay, so sure. All right, Honorable Yusuf. Well, we will pass the mic on to you so that you can give a goodwill and solidarity message on behalf of the former minister.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Honorable.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, she's
Hello.
unmuted.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Okay. Hello?
Go ahead. We can hear you. We can see you.
Oh, okay. I can barely hear anything. Okay. Standing on the existing protocol, good evening, distinguished leaders of the Diaspora Network. My name is Hawa Yusuf, Deputy National Secretary of the ADC. It is indeed an honor to be here on behalf of my boss, Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola, the National Secretary of our great party. I bring you warm greetings and solidarity from the National Secretariat of our party, and then the National Secretary himself, who due to deepest regards. Hello.
Yes, go ahead. We can hear you. Right.
Hello.
We can hear you, Hawa. Go ahead.
Continue.
I think it's network challenge she's having. Yeah. Go ahead.
The
We can hear
National
you.
Secretary. Okay. The National Secretary himself, who due to other pressing commitment, asked me to convey his deepest regards and goodwill to this distinguished convergence. The ADC-DN Strategic Convergence is a timely and visionary initiative that speaks directly to the heart of our party's global mission, which is to unite, to empower, and to mobilize Nigerians everywhere for a greater national impact. The National Secretariat recognizes and deeply appreciates the role of our diaspora leaders as constitutionally mandated organs of the ADC. Your engagement, your ideas, and resourcefulness continue to strengthen our global outreach, our reform agenda, bridging borders, fostering inclusions, and driving innovations in the political participation. On behalf of the National Secretary, I reaffirm our unwavering support for the ADC-DN's efforts in building synergy across the 6 geopolitical zones and the global team network of the ADC stakeholders. Together, we will continue to advance a party that stands for unity, integrity, and transformational leadership. Thank you all for your commitment and service to our great party. May this convergence produce ideas, actions that will move both ADC and Nigeria forward. God bless the African Democratic Congress, God bless the Diaspora Network, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Yusuf. Beautiful words from the Secretary, National, the former Minister for Interior, and very well delivered and articulated by his stand-in, Honorable Yusuf. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Any other, Massive Mark, do we have any other rep, any other person standing in for some of the other distinguished,
Not
mostly
yet.
gentlemen?
They are coming in.
Not yet?
Yes.
Is Chief Wonsu back?
No, Chief's network is, I think he's in a tight corner somewhere.
Okay. Okay. So how about Senator Elayo? Musa Elayo? Well,
okay,
in that case.
Sorry, Charles, as we continue, I have a text that the national chairman will be sending a representative in terms of Mr. Chike Okogun, and I think he just joined that. And just before that, I want to say that I know we didn't hear quite because of network challenge, that the founding national chairman said that he's not going to say much, but he appreciates what we are doing. In addition to the comment he made that everybody should join hands to move the Nigerian situation forward, irrespective of political affiliation. And so called not only on Charles, but people like Charles, to come on board and, support the national process. And he's wishing us very well, wishing us good luck, and to have a deliberate, convergence. He still remains and hear of everything we are saying, but because of the challenges of both the network and the meeting he has attended, that he will not be speaking much. Just to summarize what the chairman, tried to say to us. Like I said, the national chairman is here represented via Chief Dr. Chike Okogun. If he's on the forum, he can take the floor. Please, sir.
All right, so is Dr. Chike Okogun in the room?
Yes.
Please signify.
Dr. Chike, he's in the room.
Okay, so I see him here. All right, so, okay. All right, sir, please open your mic and, yeah. I think I've asked him to, okay, they're appearing by.
It's okay, maybe he's trying to get himself, yeah, so we could go to the next speaker.
All right, Dr. Agbai.
Mm-hmm.
I know I called your name. I think because since we don't have the others in the room, the next logical place to go to is to talk to for somebody who knows about a little bit about strategy and strategic implementations. Dr. Edward Agbai, PhD, is the chairman of ADC Canada. I'm not going to try to pronounce that S word because it's a tongue twister for me, but I'm sure you're going to help us. So he's going to be talking about strategic upgrade proposal, leveraging Article 15 of the amended ADC Constitution. Dr. Agbai, you have the mic, sir.
Thank you very much, Prof. Thanks for having me. All protocols duly observed, and greetings. It's still morning from where I am in Canada. I know it's almost evening in Nigeria, almost 7 p.m. And greetings to any where you are around the world, across borders, Europe, North America, Asia, Africa. Greetings and to every one of you and all protocols duly observed. I'll try to share my screen to see so that we can all progress together. Can you see my screen? Can you see?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Okay, I'll just start from the beginning. So, welcome everyone. So, I'll try to provide context to my discussion. I'll be on for a while. Okay, Ralph wants to raise up his hand. I'll stop sharing and then.
Okay.
Over to you, sir.
I think he's muted. Let's see if we can get him to unmute.
Yes.
Hello, you can hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we can.
Okay. I just said that again in our country, stewardship and making essential sacrifices so that Nigeria can come together and work together in line with our handshake symbol. So it's today recorded again that while people were trying to scuttle the opposition, moving around big money to ensure that even a whole government, a whole state that controlled budget, never allowed itself to be collapsed. And we showed the spirit of stewardship, and ready to make sacrifices at all times for our country, for the our country and our people. That we in ADC we've adopted for the progress of the country. So I want to appreciate all of you, the ADC diaspora, the base party, legacy people who kept the party moving up to this time. And what I told the party leadership, the coalition leadership, is that all the everything we have already in ADC should be kept, and the diasporas as the seventh zone. We agreed on that. We agreed that the ADC we have presented to the Nigerian nation is almost worth between 5 to 10 billion naira. That's the donation. That's the contribution we are making on the table. That all the other parties, from APC, from PDP, from every other party, if they make that kind of contribution on the table, we'll have enough resources to do the things, following everybody to see how we can get the resources to do the things we want to do. So to all of you in the diaspora, we have a lot of work to do. But I can assure you it may be a slow start, because of the to take over in 2027. You can sacrifice and still worship. Thank you very much. I want to appreciate all of you. And I'm happy that
Thank
Hello?
you. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes. Chief. Yeah, we hear you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. That is what we call commitment, dedication against all odds, against all the forces of the network challenges. He still came back because he still wanted to make his point and make his comments.
Mm-hmm.
Honorable Gandhi, perhaps if you can get a written statement of what he presented, that would be helpful, because we were getting bits and pieces of it as well. So for those who will come later, I wanted to hear what he said. I think it would be nice to have it on record, if that's possible, Chief Musu, please. Thank you. Thank you for...
Sure, I'll do that. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, appreciate it. Okay, so anybody else? Massive Mark. So we've heard from Chief.
Yes, let's continue.
No. In that group, anybody came in or no?
No.
If not, okay. If not,
Is Dr. Chike not on the floor on the forum? Massive Mark.
Chike, yeah, Chike is no, I think there's network issue there too.
All right. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, you have the opportunity to just like Chief Raf have done. He's representing our national chairman, so we should be able to accord him that respect anytime he comes in. Go ahead, our distinguished moderators, please.
Thank you, sir. So, Dr. Agba, you are on. Please retrace your footsteps. You can start all over again. That's fine. Let's do a rewind.
Nice.
Okay. Thank you. No, you're muted. Massive Mark, have him on mute.
Dr. Edward, you need to unmute. We can't hear you.
No, you have to send him. Okay, well, I'm sending a prompt to unmute.
Okay, yeah. So now I've been allowed. Thanks. I was restricted. Thanks for bringing me back. Okay, so I'll go back to my slide. I'll start from where I'm starting. So thanks for the opportunity. Let me recognize Solomon Dalong. I think he's here as well, and Loretta Onochie. Those are voices that have been very dominant in the discourse in the last 10 years. We recognize your presence here as well, and all other people that have come on board. So let us provide context about the ADC. It's a progressive party, pan-Nigerian, that has been alluded to by the foundational chairman, and constitutionally recognized Diaspora as a critical constituency. Article 15 is about establishing the Diaspora network as a legitimate and strategic structure of the party. And given that strategy, the creation of zonal vice chairman has become one issue that has come on board. Also, presentation that seeks to reposition and transform the ADC Diaspora network. We are about, if I'm not mistaken, about 16 months away from the general election. So time is of essence. I think that we have to pick momentum after this strategic convergence. Such discussions, we hope that will constitutionally be grounded and operationally aligns with the greater vision of diasporans, and to make us strategically ready for a future. And also is to mobilize a sizable number of over 20 million Nigerians outside Nigeria for national development. Just put that in context. 20 million is almost the population of Rwanda. That's what is outside Nigeria. So it's one population that we shouldn't be playing with. So what's our rationale for ensuring that what we have as DN is sustained? Is for institutional memory. We have institutional memory. The foundational chairman has spoken to lots of things. That is institutional memory you have there. And also having the diaspora network aligns with that institutional memory. We talk about having Africa, Oceania, the Americas, Middle East, and Asia, the Oceania. So the institutional memory of the strategic network is to actually keep it updated. And one of the things that we have seen in the developed world is institutional memory. You see people tell you about things that have happened 100 years ago, and they tell you with some vivid storyline. That's one thing that we think that we can also sustain. And we have also seen that the diaspora network is advancing electoral campaigns. We are seeing what is happening, publicity and diplomacy, and also public discourse. The effort of this strategic upgrade has preserved and evolved into institutional heritage, and we hope that we can continue from there. So it's about integration and not duplication. What we intend to do with this strategic network is to integrate, deepen what is already existing, not to duplicate. So we think that there should be some form of convergence of everybody so that there is a strategic point of discourse when it comes to diaspora. So there are no duplication of efforts. That is what weakens the center. So we become complementary and we become collaborative, and then we interface between different diaspora communities, whether it is in Africa, Asia, the Americas, Europe, and the likes, also in the Oceania, Australia region. So this integration deepens what we are aiming for, and that is our advocacy. Also, it allows for strategic communication, where it serves as the nerve center for diaspora coordination and become a political think tank. You can imagine the avalanche of people we have on this call, using that as a political strategy and a think tank to think for the ADC. One of the things we have that is going well for the diaspora is we have some form of stability. And when you have stability, you are able to think. So, and I see the challenges that the founding chairman is having. For me, that's a business. It's not a challenge, it's a business opportunity. How do we ensure that people can talk the way I'm talking, having stable network? It becomes a business opportunity. And that comes to strategic thinking, and that's where think tank of the DCN comes in. And we can galvanize campaign funding up. We can build the campaign funding up to galvanize. $1 is 1,500. Just put that in context. And become goodwill ambassadors. We have access to governments around the world. So that is also one place that we can look at to leverage on that. And then we can also enhance ADC electoral advantage and the political and global political identity if we are given that strategic integration that we so desire. So the amending of this constitution, which the Honorable Dr. Bandi has done, becomes foundational legitimacy for the ADC diaspora network. And it mandates the formation of diaspora structures by the NEC, and also defines the role of ADC-DN within the broader political ecosystem of our country, and ensuring that anytime there is a discourse around the ADC in Nigeria, there's a deliberate attempt to ensure that the diaspora voice is heard, and is heard loudly. So key provisions will be the NEC will empower to establish and regulate diaspora party structure, recognize ADCN as ADC's mobilization and coordination unit in diaspora, and also delegate responsibility of political education, grassroots advocacy, and diaspora resource mobilization, which I alluded to in the former slide. So the implications is that it gives constitutional enshrined status to ADC network and to further develop its foundational purpose and integrate new realities. There are some new realities that we have not come on board. One of the things that will become apparent in the next year is the role of AI in elections. And the diaspora network is willing and able to partner with our colleagues in country to ensure that we take care of this emerging trend. So we have talked about the 5 global zones, and so trying to integrate that into the 6 geopolitical region, and then making diaspora these 5 zones, making the 7th zone in Nigeria, and in our discourse becomes one of the key points that we should look at. So an upgrade of AD's 7th geopolitical zone has dual alignment. It bridges international zone with Nigerian geopolitics, and it becomes a thematic collaboration and zonal partnerships. So what are the realities that we face? We have seen that there's a zonal vice chairman, and this is crucial for domestic coordination of becoming the voice for diaspora. However, the unique challenges and opportunities facing diaspora communities ranges from residency issues, dual citizenship, remittance regulations, and political rights. We have a right to vote. I have 2 passports. I have the right to vote in Nigeria while I am living here in Canada. And that is one thing that we think that should be a strong voice that the ADC should advocate for. And we consider the bill has crossed second reading at the National Assembly. We need to ensure that that becomes a function so that I should be able to vote. I have children that are above 18. They should be able to vote from Canada. They have Nigerian passport. That political right is very important. These issues can mostly be resolved by a dedicated global body like the ADC-DN for Nigerian diasporas. So we have seen that there's an ongoing discussion in the Constitution. So the structural role that we think that we can play, that ADC-DN should become the central coordinating body for all ADC globally, and reports directly to the National Deputy Chairman, ensuring uniformity across all geopolitical zones. And global zones now serve as operational arms aligned to Nigerian geopolitical zone. In terms of functionality, to serve as a diaspora think tank for policy drafting, research, and advocacy. And that's where the likes of Professor Charles Sobi, Professor Gold, myself, Professor Diagbandi, and the likes becomes a good voice. Coordinate fundraising drives, campaign support, develop institutional collaboration, endorsement, solidarity campaigns. And thirdly, we become integration mechanisms. That it becomes the diaspora pathway for contesting elections, delegate embedded as observers, advising within zonal structures. And we also call for annual joint meeting between global diaspora leaders and zonal leaders, and policy documentations as well, where we do our annual reporting. So what are the safeguards that we see here? We talk about governance and institutional safeguards. A formal ratification by the NEC to pass a motion to recognize the ACN upgrade in line with Article 15. An appointment protocol at ADC leadership to follow the same geopolitical principles guiding this appointment. This we are trying to say that even within, like in Canada, while we are looking for people across provinces in Canada, we should also be aligned with ensuring that all geopolitical zones are enshrined in our politics here. So that seems to be like the thinking around appointment protocol. Reporting structure that ADC remains under the direct oversight of the Deputy National Chairman, and the Deputy National Chairman then reports to the NWC. About internal audit, because one of the things we also want to ensure that is governance, and we can see in the political reality of Nigeria, one of the problems that we face is political governance. There are no internal party structures that respects the rule. But we want to do in diaspora to set the pace, where there will be internal audit performance reviews and aligns with constitutional compliance. So we subject ourselves to internal audit and governance procedures, and we think that we can be an example in terms of how we can become self-regulating and ensure that we are accountable to the people that we serve. So for proportional, for all the action plans that we want to see, the NEC passes formal motion recognizes ADC-DN upgrade. We can organize global diaspora congress to adopt framework, conduct virtual or physical diaspora zonal strategic summits, appoint and inaugurate the ADC-DN continental and country leads, and align structures chapters with corresponding geopolitical zones, launch just policy advocacy and media campaign, and set up permanent communication platforms, intranet, webinar, and policy trackers. So this seems to be the step that we intend to take as an action plan. In terms of programming and delivery, we think that diaspora think tank development should be set up via policy white papers on voting rights investment frameworks, and return integration should be at the front burner. Develop a diaspora manifesto for 2027 election. The second one is fundraising and diaspora bond, where we can launch ADC fundraising platforms with diaspora bond and membership drive, and coordinate campaign logistics for diaspora engagement in elections. In terms of digital transformation, we can relaunch the ADCN website with portals for each global zone, allowing them to operate within a much broader network. And we can do that in terms of how we do with website. We have people that can do that. And then most importantly, diaspora voting mobilization. We should be able to vote. Branding and visibility are things that we can talk about when we talk about the communication strategy that will exist for us to be more visible and more vocal in our advocacy for a better Nigeria. And we can do annual flagship events like ADC Global Diaspora Summit and ADC Diaspora Policy Forums. Those two things are things that we think that should be like flagship events that we can use to signal our interest in the next coming months and years in preparation for the 2027 elections. And archival documentation, be able to keep our records and provide both digital and hard copy documentations. In conclusion, I want to say that this proposal does not more serve like preserve a legacy. It projects a new vision. By having an ADC constitutional state, ADC-DN constitutional status with new political realities, we create a globally networked and nationally anchored and politically viable diaspora structure. A proven vehicle for mobilizing over 20 million Nigerians. Just imagine the last election was won by 8 million. Just for the purpose of discussion, if you have 2 million diasporans vote, imagine what that means to already existing efforts in country. And we'll be sure that this will provide a blueprint for diaspora inclusion that can be emulated across other African political systems. As the ADC evolves into a broader coalition for Nigeria's democratic future, ADC-DN stands ready to support this vision, expand its reach, and deepen its impact. Our diaspora is not a branch, it is a strategic wing. Let's give it the wings to fly. I thank you for listening. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Agbai. I told you he knows a little bit about strategy, so I hope I was correct. My projection was correct. Thank you so much. That was very comprehensive, and that was also very well put together, and that was very well delivered. I hope that ADC-DN, you all appreciate what you just heard. There's going to be time for responses and input. I think that was very detailed, Dr. Agbai. Obviously, as they say, you did your homework. And so now the test is left for those who are going to be responding to respond to what you just said. Now, I understand that Dr. Obi Nwogu, right? He's here. He's going to be delivering the national chairman's remarks, but that will be towards the end. So now I don't know if we still have any massive.
Yes, we do have. It's good we acknowledge some presence with us, Charles. We have with us Ms. Lorita Onoche. You all know Ms. Lorita. She's an outspoken lady, coalition partner here with us, diaspora special guest. And we also have with us our own senior man. That's the person of Dr. Solomon Lalong. Solomon Lalong is diaspora, ADC, Diaspora National Impact and chairman. And he's also here to grace this beautiful occasion. Also with us, Charles, is the woman leader for ADC-DN, Rose Bosse Raila. Also here is, we have Miss, I think that was be called, yes, she's Miss Najitu Mohammed. Najitu Mohammed is here, and we have some other people that are representing the various offices back home in ADC headquarters, Abuja. Thank you. So
sorry, Mark, I just want to catch in Najidu Mohammed.
Uh-huh.
Najidu Mohammed is the Deputy National Chairperson. So
good. Thank you.
I have to complete before they give us a sack letter.
All right, Charles, go ahead.
Massive Mark, co-pilot.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for the acknowledgement.
Okay.
And for all those who were acknowledged just now, we welcome you. I believe I see Solomon Dalong, His Excellency Solomon Dalong, National Coordinator, correct? Diaspora?
Yes, correct.
He's a lead speaker. He's on the program to also speak later on. Okay, so now thank you very much, Massive Mark, for that. Now we're going to go to responses and inputs. I don't know how many of you are here. Actually, Honorable Rose Rahila Adamu, the woman leader, is on that list. So we are going to be hearing from you. You each have 2 minutes. I know. We each have 2 minutes because in the interest of time, let's keep to our time limit. We also have Dr. Fatoyi Olufemi, Chairman ADC Diaspora Network Africa, Dr. Benjamin Chukwu, Engineer Richard Akwipi, an ambassador. Chief Dr. Peter Mozier, and Ambassador Omolara Williams. So those are the names on the list that each of you has 2 minutes to speak. So I'm going to call on Honorable Rose Rahila Adamu first to speak for 2 minutes to respond to the strategic outline that Dr. Agbai just presented a few minutes ago. Honorable Rose. Yeah, so we need to have her on mute.
Good evening, distinguished leaders, members, and fellow progressive. My name is Bosse Regula Adamu, woman leader of the ADC Diaspora Network, a social care professional from Kaduna State, currently based in the Republic of Ireland. As your woman leader, I remain committed to promoting inclusiveness, empowering women, youth, and looking forward to work with our sisters back home. I sincerely thank our party leadership for recognizing the vital roles of women, youth, and persons with disability in nation building by granting the 35% representation to women and ensuring inclusion for all. ADC has once again proven it is a party of equity, justice, and progress. True democracy can thrive without women and decision-making table. This visionary step inspire hope, unity, and progress. Together, we will make history and build a better Nigeria. May ADC succeed. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much, Honorable Rose, for that presentation, focusing on inclusivity, where ADC is considering not just women, but people with disability, people of all ages. And we appreciate your comments and eloquence there. Thank you very much. I see why you are the woman leader. It sounds like you have a big voice for that constituency. Very, very well done. Now we're going to call on Dr. Fatoyi Olufemi to also respond. Again, the chairman ADC-DN Africa, to respond to the strategy that was presented by Dr. Agbai.
Dr. Fatoyi, you have to unmute. Okay.
Yes, I'm trying to unmute. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can now. Go ahead.
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, the leadership of African Democratic Congress. My name is Dr. Fatoye Fumini Olufemi. I reside in Kingdom of Lesotho. I am the chairman for the ADC-DN Africa. I am an higher education specialist here. Thank you very much. And first of all, I want to thank Dr. Edward Agbai. In fact, that is where I will spend my 2 minutes for this session. I want to specifically thank him for this presentation that he has done. And we at the ADCN Africa, we want to say we are aligning with his proposal because we are not just existing just by name. We are human beings, we have structures, and we have the role that we have been playing in the diaspora network of the African Democratic Congress. I want to say again that the proposal for the restructure, for the structural upgrade that he has proposed, we are aligning with it, and we want to say unequivocally that everything that he mentioned there, we at the African chapter of the ADC-DN, we are fully in support of it. To say one more thing, in terms of the structure, we have ensured that we have our leadership and we have been meeting regularly, and we were hoping that this meeting today is going to ginger our members to draw more membership to the Diaspora Network. On this note, I want to thank again, because this is the only opportunity I have. I've told my chairman before that there is a place for us to really recognize Chief Ralph Nwosu. We have learned so much from him, and we are saying we thank you for what you have done for ADC and for the Diaspora Network. Thank you very much. I rest here. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Fatoye, and for those words. And there's nothing like an alignment. You have said it here. You've committed the group in Africa to align with the presentation of Dr. Agbai, and I'm sure he's going to hold you to that. So it's going to make you sign the dotted lines. So be prepared. Now, Dr. Benjamin Chukwu, the chairman, African Diaspora Network, Asia and the Middle East. Is he here? Dr. Chukwu, are you here?
Yes, Dr. Ben Chukwu is here.
Okay, so can we bring him on, please?
Mark, please unmute him. All right, he's unmuted.
Okay, there we go.
All right. Thank you, Prof. Thank you, everybody. Greetings to all our excellencies, the honorables, and very respected colleagues and senior members of the ADC and ADC Diaspora Network. Greetings once again. Standing on the existing protocol, I will start by introducing myself. I am Dr. Benjamin Chukwu. Most people know me as Dr. Ben or Dr. Ben Chukwu. I'm a Nigerian trained surgeon. I work here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and currently I'm the head of surgery, accident and emergency in the general hospital where I work. And currently I am the chairman of ADC Diaspora Network, Middle East and Asia. We currently have a lot of active members, over 38, and so many inactive ones sitting on the fence waiting to know where direction are we going. But I believe that they are all very much willing and ready to continue to work with the ADC. And I want to say here that, clearly speaking, I want to appreciate Dr. Abai for the proposals, for the strategy proposal that he had made. They are all very excellent, and I thank God for such, very inclusive, very comprehensive, very well thought after, and I believe that my members will be happy and glad to work with that. So thank you so much. I would also want to use the opportunity to say also that our impact is not only restricted to what we are doing in the diaspora. Many of us are fully involved with all the ADC activities back home. And if I were to give examples here, you understand that we are doing a lot. But however, let me just say that just 2 weeks ago, I think single-handedly hosted making sure that my local government ADC is well established, and we held this same strategic partnership, strategic convergence, and we did that, and I made sure that everything went well. And the state chairman and the leadership of the state ADC, they were so appreciative. They were present in the organization we are doing in the local government. They were there on that day. So we are working hard, and we will continue to do that to support ADC-DN at all levels, both here in the diaspora and at home. We are prepared, and we are going to do that. My only prayer for ADC is that God will continue to grant us the grace, to continue to put the Nigerian people first, and to continue to uphold justice and fairness, and also to make sure that we continue to stand for the people at all times. I appreciate the sacrifices that Chief Raf also led the entire ADC to continue to make. He made that sacrifice first and continue to encourage all of us to make that sacrifice. Even in his speech this evening, we heard him passionately saying the same thing. And I want every one of us to continue to have that mind of sacrificing. And this sacrifice we are all making, they are heavy sacrifices. We will do everything to make sure that it doesn't get wasted by making sure we continue to put the people first and the will of the people of Nigeria. That is the only way we can rescue Nigeria from the current gangs that have captured it. I am willing to continue, and my people here in the Middle East and Asia are willing. And I want to pray also that God continue to give us the strength to continue to support ADC and to continue to do what we need to do in the ADC-DN here in the diaspora. Thank you, and God bless every one of us attending. I greet all our leaders once again. Thank you, and have a nice day.
Dr. Ben Chukwu, thank you very much. Thank you for that passionate plea, for that passionate presentation, and also lining up behind the strategic position that was delivered by Dr. Abai. Dr. Abai, you had 3 for 3. So that's wonderful. Now we are going to be calling on Engineer Richard Akpipi, Chairman, ADC-DN Europe. And let's keep the momentum going. Is Dr. Akpipi here?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you.
All right, sir. Please, you have the mic.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Richard Akpipi.
Sorry, Dr. Richard. Dr. Richard, you need to on your video. Sorry. Let's see who's talking.
Okay. Just
switch on that video, Dr. Richard.
Okay, just a moment, please. Wow. Okay. Okay, I'm here. So I'm standing on the existing protocol, ladies and gentlemen. It is an honor to have you, a great patriotic personality here with us today. And I'm also honored to be before you introducing ADC Diaspora Network Europe, a group of people with immense potential and vibrant culture, even here in Europe. There is a strong and evolving relationship between Nigeria in Europe and politics back home. And that relationship with our home country, Nigeria, is built on shared value and economic interests, from democratic principles and human rights to the need of good economic and security. I would like to emphasize on the potential of our party, the better engaged citizen and advanced democracy and advocate for diaspora inclusion and voters, such as voting rights, calling of our party to develop clear ideology-driven platform rather than focusing on personality based on politics. I will also want to stress the importance to our party, ADC-DN, foster accountability to the people, which is key element in addressing issues like poverty, restoring national identity. And finally, let me end by saying very warm welcome to all. All right. Thank you all for accepting our invitation and joining us for the first edition of a Strategic Convergence 2025, ADC-7 zonal ADC diaspora leaders, zonal coordinators, and chairman. Thank you once again, and I'm honored to be among you this evening. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for being very brief as well. Keep it to time. And now he shows up.
No, I was on before, sir.
All right. No trouble. No problem. Thank you for that beautiful rendition. And again, Dr. Agba, I hope you're taking notes of everybody that said they raised their hand and they said we support the strategy. Thank you very much, Engineer Quickly.
Thank you very much, sir.
So now we're going to Chief Dr. Peter Mosey. You see here? Peter Mosey.
Well, I don't think it's here. He sent an excuse that he's on the road. He's catching a flight and promised to join us if the flight permits and lands on time before then. So I can't see him. So I'm sure that he has not landed. But he is sending his goodwill message to say that ADC-DN America totally aligned with the new strategic white paper.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you, Honorable Bandy. Now, Ambassador Molara Williams, the coalition partners lead. Is she here?
Yes, she's here. Yes.
Okay. So let's unpin. There you are. All right, ma'am, you have the mic.
You need to, okay.
Okay. I've done that. Thank you so much. And I want to sincerely appreciate the ADC network for this wonderful program, because it's something that I have so much interest in. But before I continue, I want to introduce myself. My name is Abiodun Omolara Williams. I reside here in the United States of America. And by the grace of God, I'm a member of AC now. And I want to appreciate Dr. Agbai. Sorry, I don't want to have a mistake of his name. I want to thank you for that strategic thinking. And it's something that reflects what ADC is all about. I want you to know that. And it's built on inclusiveness, support. It's also built on integrity and innovation for the people that they are always concerned about, just like the woman leader said. And I want to also start with good evening, good afternoon, good day to distinguished leaders, the fellow party members, esteemed guests that are here, because I invited a lot of all the people that they are new members in the ADC and people that are interested in joining the party. So I just want them to be part of this so that they can also be aware of what ADC is doing and it's all about. So it's an honor for me to be here, sincerely, because it's something that is dear to my heart. And when we're talking about diaspora political engagement, especially in the diaspora, it's something I've been thinking about. It's something that I always look at, how we can come together, get ourselves engaged, work together as one, and focus on that goal that every one of us is thinking about, that is having a good governance in our nation, Nigeria. And the African Democratic Congress, is ADC, has always stood for inclusivity, innovation, and also for people-driven leadership. And but today, with the strategic thinking and the way from the founding member of ADC, leader, and everyone that has spoken here, I can see a vision that is beyond the borders of Nigeria, at least to embrace the power, influence, and also the voice of Nigerians in the diaspora. And this makes us realize that diasporans are also very much important. But, and also across all the continents, millions of Nigerians, we are all making remarkable contributions. In education, you find Nigerians there. In technology, you find Nigerians there. In business, you find Nigeria there. Even in governance, you will find Nigerians there. Also, do not forget, we are doctors in America. We are engineers in Europe. We are entrepreneurs in Asia. And also, we are also community leaders in Africa, in that our village, in our local government, in our states, in Nigeria. But yet, you know, our participation in Nigeria's political system, it remains limited. It's not for lack of passion, no. It's not because we are not supporting, either financially or otherwise, but often because of lack of structure and also of connection. We are not really connected. And as diasporans, we need to look at a bridge to fill that gap. And that has been my own focus. And that is what I've always been appealing for, the stability of ADC network, the 7th zone, because I read the Constitution, that chapter 15, verse 27, chapter 15, page 27. I read it and I knew what the network is all about. And sincerely, I want to appreciate you all. What you have done and what you are still doing, it is well recognized. But I want us to look at the way how we can continue to transform this energy of our diaspora community into organized political power that will continue to strengthen ADC in the diaspora, especially at home, because that is where our focus is. We must remember that our own role is not just campaigns or to mobilize votes alone. We are to bring new ideas. We are to have international best practices, because we are so exposed, we socialize, and we are so involved in all these other nations where we find ourselves, either Canada, either America, or Europe, or Asia. We are all involved. And we need to bring all these new ideas in our party, and that will definitely reflect in Nigeria as a whole. And if you look at the ADC values, you can see that it is something, for example, looking at advocating for transparent leadership, look at good governance, look at youth inclusion. If we are able to look at all these ADC values, and with all the knowledge and opportunities that majority of us we are having where we are, I want us to know that we will do more greater than what we are doing right now. And to achieve all this, I want to appeal to everyone of us. The stability of the party is my concern. The stability of the party in the diaspora is what I want every one of us to look at. We need to be together. We need to work together. We need to unite and make a great significance through our party in the country where it's our home, which is our country, Nigeria. Definitely, there's going to be a lot of national impact if we are able to come together as one. I'm so sorry, I don't want to take our time. I want us to know that we have a role to play at home. We have a role to play in our party. We have a role to even play in our local politics. Once again, before I round up, I want to say thank you for standing in for us that are just coming in. And we're going to work together as one, and we're going to have a greater achievement in the next coming election. I want you to know that ADC will surely have the floor. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ambassador. Thank you so much. And thank you for those words. Thank you. Thank you, Ambassador Williams. Talking about partnerships and appreciating the strategy that was presented. Now, we are moving on to the next item on the agenda. We have a thematic dialogue session, which is going to be led by His Excellency Solomon Dalong, a national coordinator, Diaspora. So we have about 30 minutes on this, but if you finish sooner, that's fine. Joining His Excellency Solomon Dalong will be Senator Suleiman Nassif Gamawa, Frederick Opoto, Augustine Ekanem, and Honorable Kasimu Maigari. Are they all here?
Yes.
Or some of them?
Yes, but we have
okay.
Excellency here, Solomon Dalong. So
okay. So can you bring the others, the input from the National Vice Chairman, Diaspora Dialogue moderator? Yeah, if you can. Well, wait. I think the way it is here, so His Excellency Solomon Dalong, I hope I've not confused you. But you're going to be talking about the thematic presentation first.
Okay. Thank you very much for this golden opportunity. I have decided to situate my discussion this evening around leadership and accountability in a failing democracy, the role of the Diaspora Network. Yeah, distinguished members of ADC, Diaspora Network, comrades, and compatriots in the struggle for a national renewal. I greet you all in the spirit of service and solidarity. Today's conversation is both a moral duty and a patriotic reflection. We are gathered not merely to discuss politics, but to interrogate leadership and accountability in a democracy that is visibly failing its citizens. Nigeria's democratic project, after over 2 decades of civil rule, is bleeding from the wounds of corruption, impunity, and lack of visionary leadership. Yet in this darkness, the Diaspora Network stands as a reservoir of hope, conscience, and capacity. Leadership and the crisis of accountability. The failure of democracy in Nigeria is not because democracy as an idea has failed, but because leaders have betrayed its moral foundation. We have seen public officers who convert state resources into private estates, institutions captured by personal greed, elections reduced to auction of conscience. Leadership has become a commodity traded for profit, not a platform for service. accountability has been buried under the weight of selective justice and elite impunity. So in the whole of this, for democracy to survive, leadership must rediscover integrity. And for integrity to prevail, the people, including those in diaspora, must hold power accountable. And of course, all of us are aware that one of the greatest challenges of our democracy is holding the government accountable. Now, let's look at the diaspora as custodians of national conscience. If you are familiar with history, almost all great nations of the world, those that establish or rebuild or reawaken the consciousness of such nations were the diasporans. The Jerusalem wall was built by the diaspora. The whole concept of the rebuilding of the wall was initiated by Nehemiah, who was in diaspora. The state of Israel today was created by the efforts of the diaspora. Therefore, let us now look at the role of the diaspora as national conscience in our own context. Our diaspora community represents the best. They represent the best of Nigerians' intellect, skill, and global exposure. And this is why everywhere around the world, if you look at the statistics of performances, you discover that Nigerians topped in every situation. You are also a mirror through which the world measures our nation's capacity for reform. And so anywhere around the world, if you look at the performances of Nigerians, their intellectual skills, their experiences, their contribution, Nigeria is always rated very high because of the capacity and the performance of Nigerians. But of course, beyond the remittances, the diaspora embodies also the values of discipline, meritocracy, and civic consciousness that Nigeria urgently needs to import back home. I think this is why ADC decided to create the diaspora network as the seventh political zone. I mean, because of the huge reservoir of human resources, skills, capital, political capital to be deployed home to rescue this country and our democracy. However, the diaspora network, you see, must move from financial contribution to political participation, from sending money to sending ideas, values, and standards. You are the bridge between the global best practices and the local reality. Therefore, the diaspora network definitely should extend their contribution to political development in Nigeria beyond just sending us money, sending remittances here where the remittances are rerouted back to where they came from. There is now the urgent need for the diaspora network to send in ideas. And I'm happy from my brief experience and engagement with the diaspora network, I've realized that most diaspora are utilizing their multiple options because they have the skill, they have the intellect, they have the resources, they also have the influence in their local environment at home here. And so, as a diaspora, you can also control the political activity. You can participate in the political activity of your immediate environment, your world, your local government, by organizing, mobilizing, directing, injecting ideas so that we try to reawaken the consciousness of our people to good governance and best democratic practices. The role of the diaspora network in democratic accountability, that's holding leadership accountable. The ADC Diaspora Network they can define the concept of accountability. And this I do in 4 strategic ways. One, that is what I refer to here as policy advocacy. You can use your global exposure to influence progressive policy debates on governance, on electoral reforms, and transparency. This you can do by engaging, democratic institutions, civil societies in the various countries of residence to try to directly influence, engage good governance, electoral reforms, and transparency. There are transparency agencies all over the world that keep statistics and tracks the transparency of nations of the world. Now, diasporans can be involved in such agencies, provide them with the data development in Nigeria to ensure that, transparency as a concept is translated in public life. Now, we have also the capacity to transfer. The diaspora can mentor local chapters, youth leaders through virtual engagement and training in leadership ethics, civic education, and digital governance. The diaspora monitoring platform. They can also establish an accountability observatory to track public policies, budget implementation, governance outcomes from abroad. Political mobilization. Diaspora can support credible candidates, strengthen ADC structure, and ensure that diaspora voices shape the 2027 democratic conversation. Now, by doing this, the diaspora becomes not just spectators, but active and co-architects of national transformation. And how do we rebuild the failing democracy through values? A democracy without moral values becomes plutocracy, a government of the rich, by the rich, for the rich. And to build Nigeria, we must return leadership by values. And which are these values? Honesty must prevail over hypocrisy. Service over self-interest. Integrity over impunity. Patriotism over partisanship. The diaspora must become the custodian of these values, demonstrating that true leadership is not about geography, but about responsibility. The ADC example of leadership with integrity. The African Democratic Congress stands as a moral alternative in Nigeria's collapsing democratic theater. Our philosophy centers on integrity, inclusivity, and accountability. People-centered governance, youth and diaspora empowerment as instrument of national rebirth. Through the ADC Diaspora Network, we can build, will strengthen the struggle for justice, democracy, and reforms at home. A call to action. Comrades, democracy does not fail on its own. Democracy fails when good people keep quiet. Our challenge today is not lack of laws. No, we have abundant laws in Nigeria, but lack of moral courage. And this moral courage is also suffocated daily. The voices of the people of Nigeria is being stifled every day. Freedom of expression is being narrowed every day. Today, mere expression of criticism against government officials, even at the level of councillors, people are arrested and kept in detention. We have so many young people, to the best of my knowledge, across the country that are in detention for merely expressing their opinions about the failure of democracy. Therefore, the diasporans must rekindle this spirit of the moral courage to encourage and strengthen the freedom of expression, which is one of the fundamental principles of democracy. The diaspora network must speak truth to power from wherever they are. If we in Nigeria had already been caged and threatened, and the fear of detention had silenced our voices, those of you who operate under the amplitude of democratic freedom, should fire from double cylinders to the power at home. Speak truth to power. Even though some of us find it very difficult to be cowed or to be intimidated, because speaking of the truth is an inalienable right of every human being, which cannot be mortgaged for anything. The diaspora should also build strategic partnership with reform-minded leaders. The diasporans from outside could see better. Spectators of a football match could see the players better and their performances. The diaspora should assist in identifying leaders at home who are good and build and develop strategic partnership with them so that we can role model them and present them as leaders. Diaspora should also mobilize resources and ideas to support credible ADC candidates. Here, the language is credible candidates, not supporting candidates of your ethnic nationality, of your religion, of your creed, or of your associate or friendship. No. Even if you have a friend whom you know is not a credible candidate contesting election, mobilize resources and support a credible candidate across the country. I'm looking up to a situation where somebody from the diaspora can support a candidate in my village in Sabongida, and he may be from Bayelsa. This is the type of partnership across the country that will develop and build a strong nation. The diaspora should also mentor a generation that values service over salary and justice over jollof rice. In conclusion, in every generation, a few must rise to redeem the moral soul of their nation. And I think maybe the challenge lies solely now on those of us who are congregating this evening. For Nigeria, that generation is now, and that responsibility lies on both those at home and those abroad. Let this thematic dialogue renew our shared mission to build an accountable democracy where leadership serves, justice reigns, and the people prosper. Thank you for listening to me. If I've made sense to you, that's the essence. If I don't, credit my shortcoming into the account of Jesus Christ. Thank you very much.
You make so much sense, sir. So much.
His Excellency Solomon Dalong. Beautiful. Beautiful. Very well said. And I think the group that is going to be doing the dialogue, led by Dr. Fatui Olufemi, you have a tough act to follow. That's all I can say. But I'm trusting that whoever selected the group to follow His Excellency Solomon Dalong, I'm sure they did their homework and make sure they selected the right people to do justice to what was just said. So between Dr. Agbai's strategic positioning and His Excellency's charge, the 4-point charge, particularly I like the service over jollof rice line. I like that very much. In other words, let's stay away from palliatives. Thank you so much, sir.
Well, let me apologize.
Thank you.
Let me apologize. Over the weekend, I don't wear my khaki and red beret, so that's why I look misleading to many. Sorry for that.
Yes, Charles, you need to know that His Excellency Solomon Dalong is also an activist, and he's been very, very outspoken in political issues in Nigeria. Imagine mixing activism and politics. That's a very strong thing to do. So, Charles, there you go.
So he's very well disguised today. Then, in that case, coming as a peacemaker and carrying a big hammer. Very well said, sir. Thank you very much. Before we go to the national chairman and chairwoman speaking on this topic, who is Samsung SM4546B? We would like you to identify yourself. Samsung SM4546B. I've asked you to unmute. You can say something to us. Unmute and turn on your video. We would like to know who you are. Okay, I think they decided to leave instead. All right. Okay, moving on.
Charles, sorry, just the program changes a little bit. Our chair Africa, Dr. Fatoye, says that he is very, very impressed with the way you have moderated the system, and for the easy flow, he's stepping aside and allow you to continue with the other speakers.
Oh my!
So we'll have a seamless flow. And that's the instruction from our chair Africa. Thank you so much, and over to you,
Dr. Fatoye. I like. All right, thank you, sir. Okay, Samsung has left. Okay, that's good. Thank you, Honorable Bandi. So, Senator Suleiman Nazif Gamawa, are you here, sir? It sounds like that's a no. How about Frederick Opoto?
Yes, Frederick Opoto's audio message, his goodwill message, will be played to us here now.
Okay, Augustine Ekanem.
So,
all right. So let's go with Opoto. Frederick.
Yes. So, viewers, okay. We're about to listen to Frederick Opoto. That's the Vice Chair, Diaspora Coordinator, Southeast. There we go.
ADC arise. ADC arise. ADC arise and shine Nigeria. Greetings. Our distinguished leaders, esteemed colleagues, brothers and sisters of the African Democratic Congress ADC, both here and across the globe. I am Chief Honorable Frederick Opoto, Deputy Vice Chairman, Diaspora from Ebonyi State, and a special guest in today's occasion. It gives me great pleasure as we converge to discuss transforming diaspora political engagement for ADC's greater national impact. Sincerely, this is highly timely as it aligns with the structural reform under the leadership of Senator Dr. David Mark, and ensuring that our brothers and sisters abroad become active contributors to Nigerians' political and a democratic future. As we know, Article 15 of our amended ADC Constitution recognizes the Diaspora as a constitutionally mandated organ of the party. That recognition is not just symbolic, but strategic. It is a call for us to build stronger bridges between the ADC Diaspora network, Nigeria's 6 geopolitical zones, and the National Working Committee, creating synergy, policy, coherence, and shared purpose. I suggest and believe that the following will help us achieve more success. 1. Building a centralized diaspora member database. We must begin by creating a unified database of all ADC members in the diaspora. This will help us know who our members are, where they are based, and what professional skills and the resources they possess. Our people abroad are resourceful professionals, entrepreneurs, innovators, and advocates who carry the spirit of Nigeria wherever they go. We must harness their energy. We must harness the idea, and then we must harness the expertise for the party's growth. 2. Establishing financial and the welfare support structures. Engagement must go beyond words. It must come with support. The party should explore ways to financially assist and empower our diaspora members, especially those contributing to campaigns, mobilization, and advocacy abroad. Let us create systems that recognize and sustain the sacrifice and the contributions of our members, ensuring no one feels forgotten or disconnected. 3. Enabling diaspora voting rights. Very, very important. Another crucial reform we must champion in electoral reform is diaspora voting. We should remember that the electoral reform is going on now. We should champion that and they put our resources to achieve it. Nigeria abroad should not be excluded from participating in our elections simply because they are outside the country. Countries such as South Africa, Ghana, Kenya, the United States, France, and the United Kingdom already allow the citizens abroad to vote. Nigeria can and they should join that list. Voting is not just a civic duty, it is a bridge of belonging. And therefore, a reform-minded party like the ADC advocating for this right reflects our commitments to inclusivity and fairness for all citizens home or abroad. 4. Strengthening policy coherence and collaboration. As we expand the ADC Diaspora network, we must ensure policy coherence, aligning our goals, messages, and our strategies with the party's leadership. Our mission must be clear, very, very clear. Our mission must be 1, to speak with one voice, to act with one mission, and to move with one vision. In closing, I deeply appreciate every leader and a stakeholder who continues to give their time, their wisdom, and their sacrifice to this cause. And most especially, my heartfelt gratitude goes to Honorable Dr. Kenneth Chibok-Bandi, Chairman of the ADC Diaspora Network, and the former Deputy National Chairman, Diaspora Engagement, and his team.
Thank you. So that was Chief Honorable Frederick Okoto, the Deputy Diaspora Coordinator. He couldn't
Deputy Vice Chairman.
Deputy
Diaspora,
Vice Chairman. Yes, Diaspora.
Southeast. Yeah.
Southeast.
Okay.
Thank you. So there you go, Charles. One is in for you.
All right. Thank you, Massive Mark. So it sounds like, it seems like Augustine Ekanem is not here. All right. What about
Charles? Put on your video.
Okay. What? Okay. I think my video should be on now.
Okay.
Mark, take down the video, Mark.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So now, what about Honorable Kasimu Maigari? Is he here?
I don't think so.
Well, I think it's Honorable Bello. I think he's here. Am I correct?
Bello.
No, see Honorable Kasimu Maigari. Is that the same as Bello? Bello said the opening prayer, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at the list I have here.
Yeah, unmute him. He's saying something. Let's hear if he's the one.
Who is that, please?
Who is saying something?
Honorable Bello is raising his hand up.
Okay, Bello. Okay.
It says Honorable Bello on the screen, so I'm not sure if it's Honorable Kazim Magari.
So unmute Bello. Okay.
Yeah, I'm the same Bello you're talking about. It's Kasim Bello Maigari.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Are you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yeah,
we hear you. That's the same.
Kasim Bello Maigari.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead, sir. You are next.
We need to see his spotlight.
Okay. Thank you very much.
His video is not coming through.
Bello Maigari, the Deputy National Coordinator, Diaspora Network.
I think it's network issue again. Charles?
Yeah, I think he has a network issue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there we go.
Mm. Okay.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Okay, thank you very much. First of all, I want to appreciate the diaspora. Then before I proceed, I must salute our former chairman, Wosu, because I was fully engaged in scouting a platform for the coalition. We have met several party chairmen. I have never seen a committed human being who have Nigeria at heart like Chief Wosu. I will make it known to you. Wosu was offered 3 ministerial positions, 1 for him, 2 for his own men. And he was given an open check to write any amount he wants, just for not to allow coalition to use his platform, that's ADC, as a platform or as a party to confront this government. So I think this thing is very, very rare to see Nigerians that will reject this offer. But we thank God we found one. There's Ralph Watson. Secondly, I've been in different political parties. I was in APP before we transformed to ANPP. Then we formed CPC. From there, we marched to form APC. I have never seen a political party that gives so much importance to diasporas like ADC. And this is recommendable. We have to recommend to commend Mr. Wosu for this wonderful idea. Then through you, diaspora, you have a vital role to play in shaping Nigerian politics. Nigerian politics today, I can say, is a pity to call Nigeria a giant of Africa. I have never seen in my life a people with so much appetite for money like this present government. If we have not stand up and fight and bring change to Nigeria, I mean positive change this time around, maybe in the next 3 years, if you see me, you will not recognize me. If I see you, I will not recognize you either. Dr. Edwin makes so many suggestions regarding the diaspora. I will also suggest for you, we have formed a committees that I think you have to be member, or you, diaspora, should nominate people that will represent you in these committees. Number one, we have membership, revitalization, mobilization, and registration committee. We have constitutional review committee, which is very, very key. All these suggestions the doctor made, they will not be possible if they have not been captured in the constitution. So it's very important you nominate your people to fully participate in this constitutional review. Then we have a manifesto and policy committee, which is also very important to have a policy that will drive the development of Nigeria. Then we have a party rebranding committee. The ADC of yesterday is not ADC of today. We need to do so much work to rebrand the party, to bring so much experienced hands in the party, so that the party will have a national look and national representation. Talking about diaspora voting, like I said, it's very pity. Cameroon, for the past, I think, 18 years, these 3 consecutive elections, they have been doing a diaspora voting. Niger have done diaspora voting. And here we are today, Nigeria. Even the local voting, it became an issue. So it's very important the officers handling the diaspora offices, we should put heads together, even though it's very difficult to scale through at this time, this Electoral Act amendment, because they know for sure if diasporas are allowed to vote, that's the end of them, because I believe they will not get 2% of the vote that will be casted. So this is very important work to make sure we ADC win, so that we will now have diaspora voting as a right and as a law in Nigerian electoral system. Finally, I want to talk about unity. Last time, if you look at the voting system, it's not encouraging. If you look at these zonings or states where how people voted, it's not encouraging at all. We need to look at it, because the Nigerian system today, there's 2 major demarcations that was built to divide Nigeria so that people would be exploited. One is built by the ruling class, and the other is built by the religious leaders. The one that's built by the ruling class is they have built a barrier between the ruling class and the Nigerian masses. If you look at it today, the schools, the markets, the living areas for the ruling class is entirely different from that of ordinary Nigerians. Before now, we used to have sons of the president's ministers schooling in the same school with ordinary Nigerians, where they establish friendship. From that, they become friends and they become partners. In extension, the son of a poor will become something. But today, the son of a poor Nigerian
Oh dear. Charles, this very, very vital statement Honorable Bello is making is not coming through. Charles, are you there? I think it's network from his end.
Yeah, he's muted. I think that's what happened. He
No.
muted himself.
It's the network. His network is not strong enough.
His network muted him?
Yes. And great comments he's making here, Honorable Bello. Viewers,
try omitting him, Mark. Try omitting him.
It's his network. It's not from our end. So
no, ask. I can't find him. I can't even see him.
Yeah, that's
He's here. I can find him.
Yeah, just ask him to unmute.
Yeah, there is a notice that the network brand by Bright is not enough.
Yeah, he may not be seeing it, so just ask him to unmute.
Mm-hmm. It's his network.
All right, can you remove from Spotlight then? There we go.
So where did I lost? From where?
Where you are saying the final conclusion.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can, sir.
Okay, I said you need to bring your experience to Nigeria so that we can bridge these bridges or these barricades that was built by ruling class and the religion leaders. Because if we look at the results of last election, it's not something encouraging in Nigerian politics. It's very important to make sure we have bridged this gap because we have so much divided to the extent that whatever somebody is doing, if it is from your place or is from your religion, you will not see anything wrong with it. So it's very important. We have to work very seriously to make sure we do away with these kinds of things. I think I will stop here so that I can allow.
All right, thank you very much, sir. Thank you, Honorable Bello, for those comments. We are going to continue to move along to the next session where the Honorable His Excellency Senator David Mark is being represented by Dr. Okogu, Chike Okogu, correct?
Absolutely,
and I believe
correct.
and I believe he's here, and so we're not going to spend any more time other than to say, Dr. Okogu, you have the mic, sir.
And Mike,
yes,
Mark Godwin, if it's possible, can you please project that? Yes.
It's unmuted.
Yes. Dr. Chike, unmute, please.
He's ready, except to unmute his mic. Yeah, you're good. You're good.
All right. Good evening, everyone, and fantastic presentations so far. Lovely ones. Chike Okogu is my name. Permit me to ask for one favor. Can you unmute everybody? Because I want to do something we have not done since morning. Please unmute everybody.
Okay.
This is our nature. That's how we do it. It's our culture. Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you
Mark,
ready?
as you, okay.
Well,
Okay,
everybody.
ADC.
Arise.
Good.
Everybody on mute.
ADC.
Arise.
AD and C.
Arise and
Shine.
Nigeria.
That's
Nigeria.
how we roll. That's how we roll. Good evening again. Good evening once again. I'm going to skip all the protocols. I sit on a wheelchair. I'm a person with disabilities, so permit me to ride along with the existing protocols. Here is the speech of the national chairman, who is unavoidably absent. He couldn't make it to this event. His speech, actually, apologies for coming late. We had a very big burial in Nasarawa today. Mr. Ewuga, former minister, Mr. Ewuga was buried today, and it's been a very heavy period of mourning for everybody. But nonetheless, we're here. Chike Okogwu, national leader, persons with disabilities. So you can call me Chike Okogwu, PWD, Malik, MA Leading Innovation and Change, DBA, whatever. Distinguished leaders and members of the ADC Diaspora Network. Our continental and zonal chairpersons, our partners and stakeholders across the world. It gives me great pleasure to join you at this important convergence, one that speaks to the future of the party and indeed the soul of our nation. Today's dialogue on transforming diaspora political engagement is both timely and strategic. The African Democratic Congress has always stood for inclusion, innovation, and integrity, such that the diaspora represents the greatest reservoirs of these values. Article 15 of our amended constitution recognizes the diaspora as a constitutionally mandated organ of the party. This is not symbolic, it is strategic. It means our brothers and sisters abroad are not spectators in Nigeria's democratic renewal. They are active participants and bridge builders between our local aspirations and global opportunities. As we move towards ADC's 2027 national vision, the role of the diaspora becomes even more critical in policy harmonization, electoral preparedness, technology transfer, and strategic investment in governance and nation building. I commend the leadership of Honorable Dr. Kenneth Wandi and all zonal chairs for creating this platform that connects our 6 geopolitical zones with our global ADC family. This is what institutionalization truly means. The new ADC is anchored on 4 cardinal principles of character, courage, competence, and integrity. Let us continue to build a party that listens, learns, and leads from the grassroots in Nigeria to the global stage abroad. Together, we'll make ADC a model of participatory democracy and a catalyst for Nigeria's transformative rebirth. Thank you, and may God bless the African Democratic Congress and our beloved country. Once again, on mute, because we're going to do our culture the way we do it. ADC!
Arise!
ADC!
Arise!
AD and C.
Arise!
Thank you for the opportunity to present His Excellency Senator David Mark's short presentation. And for me, my constituency, those of us in the Persons with Disabilities constituency, we also thank you for this opportunity. I heard my sister speak from Canada earlier. I'm so pleased that we have somebody like you here. And all of you know what we are doing. And we thank you for giving us this opportunity using technology to join you. And if we can help the disability constituency in Nigeria using technology to make life better, the platform becomes, all barriers are removed and the platform becomes easier to access. So one of the things I want to emphasize on is that ADC is an inclusive party that has removed all barriers. Everybody that knows me, Uncle Solomon, the foreign minister here, Solomon Dalong, can remember when we had a meeting in in Katampe, I think it was Katampe, so I remember, Adebayo's residence. We had to climb staircases and all that. But all the same, barriers have been removed, and today is so seamless to participate in this discussion. Thank you very much. As I go back to, you can see I'm actually in hospital taking, you can see that my cannula is displayed here. So I had to remove myself to come and join this. Well, thank you very much for all your time, and God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Okogu. Thank you very much. Thank you for representing PWD, as we call it. You're a great spokesman.
Persons with disabilities.
Yes, PWD, not private works department.
No, persons with disabilities.
Yes, yeah, I know you're a big voice for people with disability. I saw you at the convention a few years ago, and you spoke very passionately about that group of individuals. Well, keep up the good work. I keep fighting. And thank you so much for that, for the statement. You were straight on to the point. Obviously, there are going to be responses from those who are here, and they're going to be in specific order. We're going to start with, let me check my notes a little bit. We're going to start with Ms. Loretta Onoche, the coalition's partners, Diaspora constituency. Then followed by Dr. Bamidele Ganiyu Ajadi, then followed by Professor Mondi Good, and then, okay, if you don't mind, Professor Good, I'm going to switch you with Stephen Adeoye. Stephen Adeoye, foundation member, ADC-DOT. Then after that, Professor Mondi Good. Okay, so let's start with Ms. Loretta Onoche to respond to what you've just heard and to the events that have taken place today. If you can keep your comments to 1 minute, if you know, that would be fantastic.
You can't get our Honorable Amazon for 1 minute speak, so I can assure you that it's not going to happen. But I'm sure that she's going to.
Let's see. Let's see. All right, ma'am. Please go ahead.
Good evening. Good evening, my dear brothers and sisters. And 1 minute, I will try. I didn't start talking until I was 46. So when I start talking, I don't stop now. So, but I will try. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I extend my warm greetings and profound solidarity to all ADC members gathered across the diaspora for this moment and important convergence. Your steadfastness, your patriotism, and your unwavering belief in the ideals of the ADC continue to inspire hope and strength, and strengthen our collective resolve to build a new Nigeria rooted in integrity, inclusiveness, and innovation. It's true you are far away from home, like I used to be, but your hearts remain very close to the pulse of our nation. You are ambassadors, voices of truth, conscience, and progress, showing the world what Nigerians everywhere are committed to in a future anchored on justice, equity, and good governance. Your dedication gives renewed strength to the movement for a better country and a stronger Africa. At this defining moment in our nation's journey, the ADC stands as the true platform for visionary leadership and transformational change. We must continue to organize, we must continue to mobilize and advocate for the principles that distinguish us: unity without greed, service without corruption, and leadership without arrogance. Let this convergence be more than a meeting. Let it be a renewed pledge to work together across continents, across generations, across every divide to reclaim the promise of Nigeria. Your role in diaspora is crucial, spreading our message, supporting our candidates, mentoring younger members, and championing policies that reflect the dignity of every Nigerian. May I seize this opportunity to call on all of us, especially our professional and volunteer media practitioners, to concentrate on marketing our ADC party rather than our individual preferred candidate at this moment, because it is causing a lot of division amongst our people. Together, we will continue to build the ADC as the home of hope, the people's movement for a just, peaceful, and prosperous Nigeria. Long live the ADC. Long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
Wow. Wow.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Straight to the point and very impactful, Honorable Bandi. See, she did it. She did it almost 1 minute.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's brilliant.
Yes. Thank you so
Sorry,
much.
Professor Charles, I forgot she was the former presidential spokesperson, so I never knew she could do the wonder. Now we're learning.
Thank you, ma'am.
Well, what's important is
Thank
she
you.
gave very pivotal points. I mean, special statements, Charles. Special.
Yeah.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. And the fact that she's reminding us that she used to be one of us. She used to be in the diaspora as well. So I hope we all took note. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so now Dr. Bamidele Ganiyu Ajadi, can you beat that? Not technically, but the time especially.
I
Dr.
doubt if Dr. Ajadi is online. Dr.
Is not?
Ajadi,
Okay.
yeah, he is the current Deputy National Chairman on Politics, and I think the barrier that Dr. Chike Okogu mentioned, I think he's also attending that barrier, so I'm not quite sure he managed it.
Okay. What about Stephen Adiri, Foundation member, ADC-DN BOT? Is he here?
It should be. It's as reliable as a Northern Star.
Yes,
So I'll be surprised if it's not here.
It just came on. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful.
Well, let me just keep the the protocol. I know that everybody has done justice to that. My name is Stephen Adiri. I've been in Germany for as long as our democracy has been on for now. I'm glad to say that in September, we celebrate the 30th anniversary of my organization called Zukunft for das Leben. And of course, it's just as same time that we started the struggle for the return of Nigeria to its youngest democracy. As a board of trustees in African Democratic Congress, Diaspora Network, the only formidable and constructive opposition party in Nigeria, and the party that most Nigerians are looking up to install good governance in Nigeria come 2027. I will endeavor to intensify my efforts as I have been doing since elected as BOT ADC-DN for 3 years. I am not a stranger to the continuing fight for the realization of a true democracy in Nigeria. As a founding member of Nigerian Democratic Coalition, NADECO, in 1994, and the founder and forerunner of the successful campaign for the release of former president of Nigeria who went to become 2 times president of the nation, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, and others that are held in detention or prison by Abacha in 1995. This struggle goes on, as we know, and it was done by me and my team in Germany from 1995 to 1994. I am used to fighting, as I said, but I'm not used to be part of the lover of jollof rice, to quote from our honorable patriot, Solomon Long. Over the certitude, people trust jollof rice over the certitude of the people that elected them in various offices. And this has been done since 1999. The shocking reality is that the diaspora who return home to serve in various offices have been amongst the most corrupt and corrupted office holders.
Are we losing Honorable Stevens there, Charles?
For me to join ADC,
okay,
I ticked most of the boxes and finally ticked the rest after a very good rapport with Dr. Ralph Onwosu, our able chairman, who is now who is part of us, but is not one of the chairmen. Let me conclude. I will never forget that despite our differences, the leadership of Dr. Onwosu gave me an intensity that a leader like him is needed in Nigeria: resilience, humbleness, and resolute. Therefore, he will be a great leader. Having said this, I will encourage my fellow DOT members to become and be responsible for the party's strategic direction, management, and oversight, similar to a board of directors in a company. Our duties will include ensuring the party follows its stated purpose, making decisions on key issues, and providing support for its ongoing development. The board composition can be a mix of elected and will be a mix of elected appointed members to balance member representation with independent expertise and skills. So help us God. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, Dr. Adiri. Thank you for giving us some of the historical context to the ADC, your championing freedom, and for the former president of Nigeria, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, your continued participation in an organization like in a political party like ADC, that also in that realm championing the cause of people who don't have a voice in the mainstream.
Thank you.
Although
thank you,
Chancellor. Just please a correction.
The chairman of people with disability just informed me that Dr.
Ajayi
is the deputy national
chairman,
Southwest
Zone.
Records.
For the records.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Ajadi, you mean?
Ajadi, Dr.
Ajadi
is the deputy national chairman,
Southwest Zone.
Wonderful. Yeah, okay, great. Thank you for that, Honorable Bandi. So, although the topic of the meeting says ADC, Diaspora, National Leaders, and Zonal Coordinators Strategic Convergence, which means it's mostly targeted towards the diaspora network. You have national leaders coming from the home front to also speak. But since we have in our midst the chairman of the ADC USA Board of Trustees, Professor Monty Gold, who has the floor to also say a goodwill message and just share some thoughts. Professor Good, are you still here? Professor Monday Good.
Thank
okay.
Thank you, Professor Charles. Dr. Chike has just, I will not be able to stop my video because I'm in an environment where it's very noisy and there is a wedding going on. I'm speaking with you from the state of Philadelphia, so please excuse me. I have to step out from the environment a reasonable distance to speak with you. The traffic is intense here. But let me start by thanking the national leadership of our great party. But before I move to that, I wanted to say earlier on that Dr. Chike has proven to us indeed that there is ability in disability. And those of us in diaspora who have enormous respect for that segment of the society is willing to collaborate with him on several strategic issues impacting negatively on governance and sustainable development in Nigeria. And so, Dr. Chike, we look forward to collaborating with you. In the next few months will be very strategic because a lot of things that will transpire in 2027 has already started and more are expected to unfold. So I want to say thank you with deepest appreciation to the leadership of the African Democratic Congress Nigeria and the African Democratic Congress 7th Zone. I've had enormous privilege of interacting with Kenneth Bandy, and his capacity is not at all in doubt. I appreciate his contribution working unrelentlessly in a way that has finally given birth to this strategic recognition of the Nigerian diaspora. It is something that so many people in diaspora have tried to do and failed. So we hold Dr. Kenneth Bandy deepest appreciation, and we pray that God will give you the strength, the wisdom, and the resources to continue to do what you're doing for the Nigerian diaspora. I also want to say thank you to the distinguished coordinator who has been able to put this, making sure that we all fall in place, aligned with the vision of our meeting today. And of course, to my brothers and sisters who have spoken before me. It is on record that Nigeria stands at a critical juncture. And I personally believe that the future of Nigeria is directly tied to the active participation of the Nigerian diaspora. And some of the speakers have already alluded to that fact, taking cognizance, may I say, the role that other nations, diaspora, whether it is the diaspora population of recently of China, of India, Israel, so much has happened. And I want to assure the leadership of ADC Nigeria and other critical stakeholders that the Nigerian diaspora need more of your input. We want to be more involved in the activities back home. And one of the speakers have already identified some of the committees where the Nigerian diaspora should be engaged. And we hope that this meeting will not be only theoretical. We need measurable outcome. And one of those areas should be perhaps with the permission of the leadership of the 7th Zone, that they will be able to come up with individuals that will actually make critical contributions in all the 3 committees that he has brought to our attention. It is gotten to the point where we need to minimize our differences. We need to show the other diaspora groups that ADC is far more advanced in carrying the Nigerian diaspora along. I was in a meeting a few months ago, as a matter of last month, not a few months ago, and the complaint has been, PDP diaspora APC diaspora are sectional diaspora organizations. And you can see today that ADC Global is fairly represented, and we hope that that will continue. I know that together we have the capacity to march forward with a clear vision, with the carefully articulated strategy that has been presented to us and re-emphasized by Dr. Edward Abai. But we need to be disciplined. We need to have unyielding faith in the promise of Nigeria and the ideals of the African Democratic Congress. I know, and let me put it on record, I know the future is calling, and we must answer it with purpose, passion, and pride. I will not take too much of your time, but there are clear things we need to do to make sure that Tinubu is dislodged. And some of these critical areas or key points will not be discussed here, but I know that the best is yet to come. And the people I know, the individuals we know collectively, the Nigerian diaspora community, which Dr. Abaya said earlier on, is over 20 million people. Today, you have seen the attendance, but there is something that the leadership, particularly of ADC Nigeria, can do to make sure that the Nigerian diaspora presence is felt nationally and internationally. And I hope that we will collectively do things differently to truly give the Nigerian diaspora true sense of belonging, true sense of belonging. And again, the best is yet to come. I thank you for giving me the opportunity to express my brief thoughts. Once again, I want to thank the leadership. I want to thank Bandi and all the speakers. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Prof, sorry, sir. Sorry, let me just quickly butt in. I want to thank.
Go ahead.
I know Philly very well. We bought some disability vehicles, some very what's it called, accessible vans and buses from Philly. So I'll make sure that I stay in touch with you. We want to do something special in ADC. We want to make the first mile to the last mile of every person with disability to end in a smile. Thank you for that offer. I'll take you up on it. And the ADC indeed will make the first mile to the last mile end in a smile for persons with disabilities. Thank you. It's one of the projects of the PWD department. So we'll come to you on that, sir. Thank you very much.
Nice. Thank you.
Awesome. This is what convergence looks like. Meeting of minds and agreement on principles and agreement on strategies and destinies. Now, we've been here for a little bit, and now we're coming to closing remarks. And Hajia Najutu Mohammed, are you here, ma'am?
Yes, I am.
Okay, wonderful. So we are calling on you to give the closing remarks. You heard the presentation from the beginning when Honorable Dr. Kenneth Bandi gave his opening welcome address to Chief Ralph Nwosu, retracing what ADC stands for, talking about solidarity. You've heard the keynote address. Well, we missed the keynote address because I think the speaker is not here. Then you saw the strategic future of ADC-DN as presented by Dr. Agbai, and of course the responses from the different speakers. Now, no pressure. No pressure at all.
You said it also. Thank you so much.
Okay.
The name is Najatu Muhammad.
Najatu. Thank you, ma'am.
Najatu Muhammad. And I am the Deputy National Chairman from the Northwest. So on behalf of the leadership and the serving members of the ADC, it is my profound honor and privilege to propose a hearty vote of thanks on this momentous occasion. Today was not just a meeting, it was a convergence of passion, strategy, and a shared vision for a better Nigeria. We have witnessed the powerful synergy that is created when the global reach of our diaspora meets the global roots, strength of our zonal coordinators. First and foremost, I would like to extend our deepest gratitude to our esteemed diaspora national leaders. You are our ambassadors, our bridge to the world. You have established yourselves across continents and time zones to earn your place here with us today. Your insights, your unwavering support from afar, and your dedication to the cause of our party, the ADC, we are really very grateful for all you have put in. You have shown us that patriotism knows no geographical boundaries. Thank you for your trust, your resources, and most importantly, for keeping the flame of hope burning for Nigeria in every corner of the world. Next, a resounding gratitude to our infatigable zonal coordinators. You are the backbone of our party. You feel the pulse of the people. You understand the unique challenges and aspirations of Nigerians across the globe. The energy and commitment you bring to the table are what is translating into an ideology, and that ideology is put into action. Thank you for your relentless work, for building the relationships, and for being the trusted face of the ADC in your communities. A special word of appreciation must go to Dr. Edwin Gabi for that inspiring and thought-provoking presentation. We are also very grateful for the meticulous planning and hard work. From logistics to hospitality, you have ensured we should focus entirely on the substance of our discussions. Please join me in thanking this incredible team. Our sincere thanks also goes to all members of the National Executive and the National Working Committee for their visionary guidance in making this crucial engagement a reality. On behalf, our belief is this collaboration model is what fuels our collective ambition. Finally, to every single person in this engagement, thank you for your active participation, robust discussions, the candid feedback, and the innovative ideas shared throughout the engagement. You know, I have said, and I will reiterate, that it takes a lot of courage for anybody at this point in time to be at the ADC. You have to shelve fear, intimidation, blackmail, and all sorts of evil that is perpetrated by this government against members of the ADC. As we depart from this meeting today, let us carry with us the renewed spirit of partnership, of the partnership we have forged. Let the diaspora leaders return to their posts with a clear understanding of our ground strategy, and let our zonal coordinators move forward with the confidence that they are part of a global family working for our party and our dear nation. Let us all go forth from this place, not as separate entities, but as a single unified force, committed to the common goal of a prosperous Nigeria under the banner of the ADC. Thank you once again, and let's keep the momentum going. Long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and more grease to your elbows. ADC,
arise and shine, Nigeria.
Thank you.
Powerful, powerful.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, man.
Thank you so
Thank you
much,
so
man.
much, man.
Awesome.
Thank you, Hajia. Now I see why they picked you to do the closing remarks. That was awesome. Thank you for being so eloquent and also very poignant. I mean, you made some very valuable points there. You surrounded it all with that wonderful call to action. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Who's iPhone?
Yes, is Fiona Akano the late? Is that Fiona?
Yes.
There's an iPhone that is not listed. Just iPhone.
It could be me. Is it me?
I see Fiona in one place. There's another iPhone.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Maybe
So I'm
it's
asking
me.
them to.
Maybe it's me, Favor Obi.
Favor
Good
Obi.
evening.
Yes.
Yes.
Favor Obi, that's the legal advisor to ADC UK, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so all right. Thank you. Well, it's been a minute. We are coming down to the vote of thanks, and I know that I'm sure there are some people here who would have wished to say something, but we're going strictly by the program that was presented to us, and so we're going to ask Fiona Ngozi Akano, the Secretary General, ADC-DN UK. Was that you that just came in?
Yeah, I've been in all along, but there's some problem with my network, but it's fine.
Okay. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
All right. So you're going to be doing the vote of thanks, and along with that, I believe they also slated we have to have since we had an opening prayer, so you can also do the honor of closing us out.
Maybe people can do the
In front of a train, I'm at work. You can see me in uniform. I can't do that. They'll hear me over the radio.
No, Charles, I think we did the opening prayer, both Muslim and Christian prayer. So I think that we're good with that.
Okay.
All right. So Fiona, give us the vote of thanks.
Yes. Okay. So just standing on the existing protocols, I just want to acknowledge all the leaders that have joined in today's convergence. It's been an amazing thing for me to watch. I've been part of the ADC project for many years, and I think seeing the synergy between the diaspora and Nigeria today has been a very exciting moment for me personally. I really want to acknowledge all the blueprints that Dr. Abai put together. And I also want to refer to what Honorable Bello said about all the impact and influence and things that we can bring as a diaspora to Nigeria, back to Nigeria, and to appreciate him for talking about the different committees that he's expecting to see our expertise reflected in. Also, His Excellency Dalong mentioned the fact that the diasporans are custodians of conscience. And I think for me, sorry, it's fireworks night, so there's a lot of stuff going on where I live. So for me, I want to appreciate those people in particular. Also, we spoke with Dr. Okugu, who is what we refer to as a differently abled person. And I just want to appreciate the fact that the party is such an inclusive place to be. So on that final note, I just want to appreciate everybody for their time. It's been a few hours of great deliberations, and I look forward to the next opportunity to meet with everybody. Thank you so much to everybody, and thank you so much, Honorable Moderator, as well.
Thank you. So,
well, thank you all very much. It's about 9 o'clock in Europe, in the UK, but about 10 o'clock in Germany, and 9 o'clock in Nigeria. It's 4 o'clock on the East Coast. 1 o'clock in West Coast and Central, people in Texas. It's 3 o'clock. It has been a great time. ADC to the organizers and the chairman of ADC-DN, Honorable Kenneth Bandy, Chief Raf Wonsu, my co-pilot, Massive Mac. This has been a wonderful time, and thank you all very much for joining. Hopefully we'll see you again in the not too distant future. Thank you all.
Thank you, Charles. Great job. Thank you.
It was good.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Thank you.
We'll come
Thank you,
again.
everybody. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Bye. See you next.
Honorable Mark, we'll talk to you.
Whichever part is